Hi, I'm Mayernator.
Hello, I'm Dave.
TribalMonkey.
Just call me Dave.
Yes, he is new to the show, and this is episode, I think, 4 of that game show. So,
Episode 4 of that game show. From what I see, we talk about anything game, and we invite you to do the same. Hopefully, to try and spur more argument, more information, more anything that is game related.
I see. You've practiced, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What have you got there?
Yeah, I brought a few PS1 and PS2 games, one of them of which was my favourites, which I wanted to mention. It is quite rare now. You'd only find it on eBay for like £100.
Really?
Or maybe £70, give or take, depending how lucky you are. It is Suikoden in all its glory.
The original discs. Have you got the original boxes?
No,
Oh.
they broke, I'm afraid. But yes, that's the only reason I brought that, was to show off. Ha! I've got it! You haven't! Ah.
What about the original manuals and inserts?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No. No, I don't. Suikoden is an amazing RPG if you've ever played it. It's a very soft-hearted story. It has plenty of battles, but the story in it is quite, I don't know, I wouldn't say moving, that's a bit too much. It just keeps you interested. I played it over and over again. There's so much to do, there's plenty of things to find, there's plenty of rare things. You have to gather people in this castle. I'm probably making it sound rubbish. Yes.
Yes.
I've run out of things to say.
I think I've got enough time for something else. Dave is now going to talk a bit about his game history.
Oh yes, gaming history in all its glory. Most of you have grown up where graphics are amazing and the story is always complex and there has to be a point to everything. I say bah to all that. I grew up with the Spectrum. Yes, I just spat all over everything with the Spectrum. Now, what did it look like? The computer itself.
I've never seen it.
Basically a keyboard. Half the size of this. About that much. That is the whole console. That's like, if for your PC, that is the tower. Everything is just the keyboard. And what you play the games on is a very small cassette. Ones that you'll play on the very old MP3 players where you had to rewind and fast forward and then flip to side B. And you could never save the game. Graphics were rubbish. Little pixels. God bless the pixels. And most of all, there was never a story. You had no idea what was going on, and it was funny. It was amazing. They would possibly add a little story to it, or if you're playing text-based games, whereas, oh, you're in a room and there's a big, scary old man in the corner with a beard, and will you beat him up or will you go to the room to your left? Those ones had a story, but most of them did not. Then I went into Master System and Mega Drive. Both amazing. God bless them. Golden ages. They're obsolete now, but never.
They're not obsolete now. I still play them.
Well, you won't see them in shops, although some you do.
They're actually making a new game. I think it's called Piers Solar. It's going to come out on a CD and a cartridge, and it's going to cost $39.95 in dollars. You can pre-order now. I'll show you the site later on.
Pre-order now.
Link to the left, where all the info is and everything. I'll put it in.
But back in those days, games were amazing. Stories. I hate stories now where you got a game and it's always serious. Oh, it has to be serious. I haven't seen hardly any games that have comedy in. That have just make no sense. It's just funny. And also, games back then were very difficult, especially R-Type. I can't believe how I managed to get to the last level of R-Type. I play it now, I can't get past the first level. Ah!
Okay.
That's all I say.
Calm down, dear. It's only a YouTube video.
Ah!
And now I look at my gaming history. I started with the Commodore 64, which was like a keyboard. It ran on tapes, which was in an external drive. Actually, as a child, I put one in a radio player or something, just to try it out. It nearly blew my ears because it was a load of screeching. Just out of interest, you know.
The graphics were just like lines and dots and stuff, weren't they?
I had a game, my favourite game on it was Bruce Lee. You ran along, you were a little pixelated man.
The sound effects were amazing. In fact,
And
That was the sound. Oh.
you could actually use Mega Drive controllers in the Commodore 64. I found out because they're the same port.
We had joysticks.
Yes, I broke mine because I had an athletics game. You had to run. You had to go.
Yeah.
Very violent I was.
That's what made it even better.
Easily breakable bits.
Yeah.
And speaking of the Mega Drive, I have one here.
The original.
The first model.
First one, yes. I had Mega Drive 2.
High definition graphics, people, before HD was actually found out. Let's see. It has amazing games, like you said, with no plot at all.
Yep.
Manual.
His favourite game of all time, which Sonic, no story, no idea what's going on.
You just
I don't know, have a fit on the screen. I enjoy it, but you do, the screen goes by quite quickly, and then you get to the end and you face Robotnik, a guy which is now called Eggman.
yes, that
What
is
happened?
the biggest gripe of all time.
Eggman.
He was known as Eggman in Japan. I don't know why they immigrated it over here though.
Eggman.
He's known as Robotnik to me.
There's apparently Robotnik's son. Who did
He had a
Never
son.
mind.
Please elaborate on this.
I don't know, I had a rumour that Eggman was Robotnik's son, like Robotnik snuffed it or something. You're like, what?
No, they're the same person. They look identical.
No.
We never
It's a
seen
different name.
Mrs. Robotnik. Wonder what she must look like. Yeah.
I'm a Mario fan, although that is Nintendo, but Mario all the way.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
I've always grown up with a blue hedgehog.
And that had no story either. You're a plumber that jumps down pipes and goes all jumping on weird things and eating magic mushrooms. It was great. You need no story.
It's basically in every Mario game the princess gets kidnapped. Surely by now she'd have some sort of elite guard or something.
Or at least Mario would just dump her and go for someone else.
Princess, I'm calling this off. You are dubbed. Mario.
You always go up with other men.
Yes. I think you have a page of
Especially a
papels
big
there.
turtle monster fire breathing thing. Streets of Rage. Another good game.
Yes. Thumbs up. What about Golden Axe?
Golden Axe, yes. Golden Axe and Streets of Rage.
I used to have a game for Mega Drive. Bubsy.
Bubsy. That was always good. Didn't really know what was going on, but it was good.
You're a cat that collects your
It was
eyeballs.
challenging because you would die every 5 seconds, so it was a challenge to get from A to B, which is the start of the game to the end of each level.
I couldn't get past the level with the train thing. I had to jump on giraffes' heads to get across.
And you can go all over. You can either take different routes, you can go above, you can go underground, or you can take just the normal casual route, and you can do whatever.
Knock yourselves out. Go on.
Difficult though.
Yes. And what about... I never really had the light gun for the Mega Drive either.
Light gun?
The
Oh, I did.
medicine. Yeah?
I did. As a kid, I would never stand away from the screen. I would always point the gun on the screen in order to shoot things. I was young then. I was rubbish with the light gun. But yeah, it was interesting. The only game though was hunting, so you would go out and shoot pigeons and a duck.
This was the reason I got into gaming. It's the person I am today. Oh, still on.
Yeah.